I am now sitting comfortably on my porch, or pallet porch, and I'm going to do the next step in the processing of the nettle fibres. So I'll start with the large one that we have. I like to start scraping from the thick end, the bottom. I give it a very light scrape with a butter knife, very light, just to get rid of any extra hairs that rubbing with my hand when I was taking off the leaves. Any little hairs that are left will come off now under the butter knife. Flip it over to the top. This part probably will break off in the process of doing this. It scrapes off a little bit of the outside along with it, so you don't want to scrape too hard. You just want to break those hairs, those stinging hairs. So now that I've done that, I can take off my gloves. Now, again, I like to start with the fat end as well. And I'm just using an old bit of a stick. You can see this little patch up here where it has bashed other nettles and has become cleaner than the rest of the stick. So, using it like that, I very gently, you can see that's very gently, and it's already split the end of the stalk. So you just want to, concentrating on the nodes where there's a tangle of fibres, work your way up the stalk. Oh, splatter. Flip it around to the top. This will probably break off, so I'm not too bothered about it. Yeah, just make sure. Lovely. Now, you can see I'm able to squish it now. Not the whole way along, but because it's split at the bottom, I can now use my nail to split it apart into, so that it opens up. You can see that there's 4 sides, so there should be 4 parts to this once we get it split. I'm just running my thumb up the stalk and it sort of pops open. Oh, cold fingers. Might just give that an extra little bash there. Might have done it. Not quite. Oh, there we go. Yes, did. Sometimes one little bash can do a lot, so you don't want to overdo it, otherwise you will break the fibres. What we're trying to do is separate the outer green skin from the inner woody center. There we go. Now, so that has opened out. Now, at this point, I sometimes like to separate them into 2 sections. So I'm just using my fingers again to sort of guide it apart, I've got one smaller bit and the larger bit, which has the end that is still attached. So at approximate, any point really, but approximately halfway, I'll do it from here. I'm quite close to the end actually, so I'll move up a little. You move up to about halfway, and from here you can bend the nettle back towards, so that the inside is broken. Where's my camera? There. And I can give it a wiggle, gentle wiggle, and run my finger on the outside of the stinging nettle. That's why you don't want many hairs. And it comes away quite easily, see? So you can run your finger. Your finger underneath creates the tension that you can keep. Oh, you have risk of breakage at nodes, so you don't want to pull too hard. It's okay, just move down a little beyond that node and do the same thing again. Break, give it a wiggle. That was where it broke off, so we can grab that section, take off that little bit of woody center that's stuck to it. And again, I can run my finger along the outside. Some nettles are better than others. Sometimes you get lots of breakage, sometimes you get no breakage. So I suppose it's important to be careful near these node sections so that they don't snap off. Got stuck there, so I'm going to just crack a little above where we're pulling and it's snagged and redo the little shuffle, and I can go the opposite directions on. Even more fibers are revealed there, ones I would have missed had I not gone in that other direction. So I'm just running my nail in between the bark and the bast, the outer layer, to separate it so I can continue on and pick up these bottom ones which were getting quite thin and add it to them, and they're still connected. Run again. You can see all these fibers up here. Bring them down into the bundle. They're so fine. Oh, we've reached the end. And there's our nettles. I'm going to do the same again with the other half, a little bit further away from the camera this time so that you can see a bit more. So I'm going to crack it, give it a wiggle, and run my finger down the outside. Crack above. Add those in. That's that side. Over to the other side now. Some strange bird behind me. Okay. Odd node there, which means we're going to have some slightly shorter fibres there, but it's all right. We can pick up then. We left off. There we go. Nettle peeled. Yeah, you can separate these into smaller fibres if you so choose, or you can use them as they are, as a cordage, but they wouldn't be quite as strong as if you separate them sort of along their natural breakage and create a cordage using them. Cordage is exceptionally strong, and that's what the next few videos will be about. So, while I get separating, you go get collecting.